Hello everyone, welcome to the preview show delivered by FedEx Racing. I'm your host, Alan Cavanna. Joining me this week is TNT pit reporter Marty Snider. Marty, we are 2 weeks into this young season, just had Phoenix.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. You know what? I think the end of the Phoenix race was certainly exciting. I'm looking forward to Vegas. I think this weekend is going to be the big test for the Gen 6 race car. I think we're going to learn a lot about it this weekend, but I have a little bit more on that in a moment, but I think it's too early to judge the car at this point, I would say, Alan.
Yeah, not judging the season so far for good way is Carl Edwards. I mean, he came back, 70 race winless streak. He snapped that. He brought back the backflip. Now, pressure's on him. I want to know, Marty, can he do it again?
I think he could do it again. Certainly, when you look at Las Vegas, a track where Roush Racing as a whole, very strong. Carl, very strong as well. If you look at it, Phoenix is a racetrack where they traditionally were just okay. They go there, they win the race, and I know he loves this new relationship with Jimmy Finning. Spending some time with Jimmy earlier this week, I mean, he really is feeling good about what they have put together so far, and I don't think either one of them expected to win this early in the season. So to go out and win in the second race of the year, I think they really are having a lot of confidence right now.
Certainly important to right that ship early on in the season, but now we're moving on to Vegas, the first 1.5 mile track for this new Generation 6 car, and I'm not sure if teams know what to expect going into a race like this. We spoke with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. about what he expects going into Vegas.
We're definitely excited about getting to Vegas. There's things that we look at that, it's a super speedway, a short track, and then Vegas being the third, a mile and a half kind of sets your season. You got a lot of mile-and-a-half racetracks, and what we can learn at Vegas as quick as we can, and with a day of testing with data on the car is going to be nice.
And we heard what Ricky had to say heading into Vegas. Are there still unknowns for these teams? I mean, we've seen the car on a 1 mile track, this Generation 6 car. What can we expect? Can they take anything from Phoenix and bring it to Vegas?
Well, and keep this in mind now, and we said in the preview show last week that, and Matt Pusha told us that Phoenix is going to be the same old Phoenix. We weren't really going to learn much about the Gen 6 car. Played out exactly as he said it would. I think this week we will learn more about the Gen 6 car. I think they'll take the first half of the day and kind of play with it a little bit. That's what they've really done, just trying to learn about the car, and then they'll focus on Vegas after that. And I have one thing to say about what the drivers said after the race. We heard Denny Hamlin say, this is just like the Gen 5 car when it came out. We can't pass anyone.
Tough to pass. A lot of track position with
told
everything.
me, he said when you're by yourself, it's the easiest car in the world to drive. When you're in traffic, it's the hardest car in the world to drive, and it needs to be the opposite. But I'll say this, I think the drivers said that because they want NASCAR to take notice, hey, we need some help with some rule changes. And NASCAR's done a wonderful job. They said, we'll make some rule changes. We want passing to be there. It's incumbent upon the teams to make the car more drivable for the driver. It's not incumbent upon NASCAR, who made the car better in the old days. It was the teams who made it better. They made it drive better. So I think it'll get better, and now is not the time to judge this car. I think that's the biggest thing. And when Letarte and I talked earlier this week, he said, the Coke 600, that's kind of when we can judge this car. Right now, not the time to judge this Gen 6 car. Everybody needs a little more experience with it. Everybody's still feeling it out, learning about it. It needs a little bit of time right now before we can start making changes to it.
All right, so with 2 races under our belts, now we're going to pick our winners for this weekend. So now with all that knowledge you have, with all the
Who
unknowns.
won that last week? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I did.
What do you mean? How did you win?
I picked
Denny
Hamlin. He finished third. Where did your guy pick?
I picked Junior. Great finish.
Not third, though, right?
Not a winner either.
A little behind me. That's why I'm saying I won it.
All right, well, bring it up a few notches this week. Who's winning in Vegas with all the unknowns?
Yeah.
Who's going to win in Vegas?
I'm going to try and pick the winner. I'm going to go with Matt Kenseth. If you look at the first 2 races at Daytona and the Daytona 500, I think he and Jason Ratcliffe had the best car in that race. I think at spots in the Phoenix race, he had one of the best cars in that race. And Phoenix is not one of Matt's better racetracks. Las Vegas is. He is terrific on this type of racetrack. So I'm going to go with Matt Kenseth this weekend. Maybe a little early for that team to win, but I think he's going to be very strong in Vegas.
When I picked Dale Jr. last week, I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with the Dale Jr.
Come on, Alan. You got to pick someone different.
Dale Jr. Nation, I can hear them over you.
They're very happy with you.
I'm not mad right now. But no, I'm sticking with Team Hendrick because of this new car. I mean, there's so many unknowns. I think that team is going to continue to rise. We saw him last week. Dale Jr. has had a great start to the season. Jimmy Johnson as well. And I think Dale Jr. will bring it home in Vegas for the win. And
not a bad pick. Not a bad. I can't argue with it.
And he's got an orange car. I'm partial to that color.
That's right. He does have an orange car this weekend, doesn't he?
It's going to be a good week. Well, we've got our picks in. Matt Kenseth, Dale Jr. Good luck this weekend in Las Vegas. For Marty Snider, I'm Alan Cavanna. Thank you for joining us on the preview show delivered by FedEx Racing.